Adam Smith is the father of economics, or so we're told. But that's a bit like saying that Newton is the father of gravity. In fact, many scholars had written about the economy long before Adam Smith. And one of those scholars is Ibn Khaldun. Ibn Khaldun was born in the year 1332 in Tunis, a vibrant hub of trade and culture. He lived during a turbulent time through many different rulers and moved around, living in Egypt, Algeria, and even spent some time in what is now Andalusia. He was a judge, a diplomat, and served in the courts of many different rulers. He explored everything from agriculture to trade, and even the impact of government policies on economic life. His most famous work, the Muqaddimah, was written in 1377. Ibn Khaldun wrote the Muqaddimah not just for scholars, but for anyone interested in understanding society and economics. His target audience included rulers, politicians, and government officials of his time. He wanted them to grasp the complexities of social cohesion and the economy to make better decisions for society. Ibn Khaldun introduced several groundbreaking concepts. Here are just a few. Supply and demand, later attributed to Adam Smith. He talks about how demand for services affects wages. Khaldun wrote that demand is driven by luxury. He writes that when civilizations flourish and luxuries are in demand, it includes the refinement and development of the crafts. As a result, these crafts are perfected and become lucrative ways of making a living for those who practice them. He also emphasizes that crafts can improve and increase only when many people demand them, clearly paving the way for the law of supply and demand. The labor theory of value, where he argued that labor is the source of value in commodities, a concept later developed by Karl Marx. The idea of fiscal stimulus, where rulers generate economic prosperity through government spending and procurement, an idea later associated with John Maynard Keynes in the 1930s. And what we call the Laffer curve of the 1970s, that Laffer himself felt should have been named after Khaldun. He writes, "The government is the greatest market. Money circulates between subjects and ruler, moving back and forth. Now, if the ruler keeps it to himself, it is lost to the subjects." He also had a playful side. In the Muqaddimah, he described how some leaders would surround themselves with sycophants, people who only told them what they want to hear. He pointed out that this habit often led to poor decision-making and mismanagement. He said that a ruler who only listens to flattering advice is like a ship without a rudder, completely at the mercy of the whims around him, something that today's leaders could definitely benefit from. Why does it matter where ideas come from? An apple falls on your head the same way in 17th century England, in 20th century Russia, or in Egypt 800 years ago. But for the economy, it does matter. The way we experience the economy differs based on who we are and where we are. Acknowledging that past ideas have come from different places might help us see that the solutions to today's problems might come from different places too.